Good morning, y'all. It's your girl, Queen Rebel Logs. I'm just going to get straight to the point like a joint. And we're going to be talking about parenting and the pandemic. I know it was last year. Can you guys believe it's been a year? It's been a whole year since we was in the pandemic. It was really mad crazy. And when I said parenting was so challenging for me, just because bills did not want to, just try to work with you. Everybody was just going crazy with the toilet paper and the food and the water. Oh my gosh. Water and toilet paper. Well, I didn't really care for all of that because I already had my stuff stocked up and it was in storage. But just going into the lines, and all I'm doing is purchasing food, but the line was way back, all the way to the back of the wholesale club, which was BJ's. And I'm just like, bro, this is not even worth it. I'm just gonna go to Publix or something, even though I'm gonna be spending a little bit more, but the lines are less. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is too much work. I don't know about y'all, but parenting in a pandemic is really mad hard. People are like, oh, you should be happy that your children are home. And I'm like, do you know my children? Have you guys my children? Because y'all acting like y'all living with my children know what is going on. No, y'all don't. And it is so cray-cray because everybody was so happy that their children was home. And they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And me, I'm just like, y'all need to go back to school. I don't care. Y'all need to go back to school because y'all driving me nuts. Empress, when I tell her no, you can't have a cookie. You're going to have to wait for dinner. No, you cannot have ice cream. No, we cannot go get pizza every day. Homegirl decide to climb onto my stuff, my personal stuff that I'd be doing for like the mukbang or whatnot. That's why I couldn't really do the mukbang. She climbed and she wrecked it. She opened the box, found out there was some Japanese sweets, and she ate all them hoes. I was like, bruh, you need to go back to school. So I told the daycare, whenever you guys are ready, let me know. But at the same time, I was working anyways because I still needed some type of income in order to survive. Unemployment was just such a hassle. It took me a month and a half to get unemployment, and they only did a back pay of up to 4 weeks. So they ignored the other 2 weeks, and I'm just like, that's not fair. But whatever, it is what it is. No, I did not have a savings plan or a rainy day savings account because people need to understand, bruh, them rainy days don't work for me. When my car tire pops, I'm not waiting on no rainy day. I gotta use that money now. And then something else happened. Then my children got sick, and I was like, oh my God, too many things are hitting me at once. And people are like, oh, you should have had money saved. I'm sorry. Do you guys know my life? Like, I don't understand. Do you guys always have money for rainy days? No. And what could be considered rainy day for me could not be considered rainy day for you. So, yeah. And unfortunately, during the pandemic, it was really that rainy day that never wanted to go away. I was like, oh, hell no. Why? And I'm like, why am I going through this? But the pandemic definitely picked a wrong time because these children, mommy, it's time for school. Go back to bed. There's no school. There's no school? When? And I'm like, see, my children don't cry. They scream. They shriek. And it is the most ear-piercing shrieks. You're just like, you know what? I'm going to take you guys to Hollywood, have you guys scream on cue, and see how much this paycheck is going to be. Because this is damaging to my ears. And I cannot be true to my old age. Well, I'm not old. I'm just experienced. But you guys get the drift that I'm saying. I'm too young to be deaf. And these children will wake me up every 6 a.m. in the morning. And you think I could put them back to bed? No. Guess who I had to wake up at 6 a.m. with them? And sure enough, I've been putting them to sleep like around 9, 10 o'clock, depending on DoorDash. And how busy it got. It was too much. I was like, oh my goodness. Why are you guys waking up so late? Just enjoy and go to bed. Nope, they always want something to do. They want to do this. They want to do that. And that time we couldn't even go to the park. Like when they block off the park, I was like, you monsters. What am I supposed to do now? I get what y'all saying. Oh, the pandemic, this, and that. But coming from a parent point of view, the house is not a playground. And if your house have a playground, kudos to you. Aren't you so lucky? Because the others that don't have a playground, such as myself, using I have a luggage bag, a lounge fly bag. Like it's a, a duffel bag where I put my beauty products and my skincare products in. Hunger was using that as a trampoline. Which part of that look bounceable to them? Because I'm still trying to figure out why are they jumping on my foundation and my makeup brushes. And I don't want to be doing them little cheap ones. I had a Fenty brush. My makeup was Fenty Beauty, Kat Von D. I had so many, I can't think right now. What was that? Givenchy, mascara. Like, come on, man. Why are we doing this? No, let's stop and figure out something else. So, they try using a ball. I don't allow balls outside. And I went to go use the bathroom. Homegirl using a ball inside the house. I'm like, bruh, you're so brave. Why are we doing this? No balls in the house. And it was so annoying when it came to the food part. Because she'll always compare the food from school. And I'm like, no, we're home now. You're going to get nice, good food that you've always been getting before you even started at school. Because every morning I would just get them smoothie. And in my smoothies, it has rich in antioxidants, omega-3, as well as we have moringa powder. And I use a little bit. Did I use neem? I think I use like a little amount of neem just because it's so bitter to taste. My chia seeds. And I don't think I have flax seeds. But anyways, you guys catch my drift. So everything is all natural. And that I can do because I was getting up at 6 a.m. in the morning and I was just making smoothies. So that was easy. The playtime, that was hard. And then the arguments these children would be having. She is 6, Empress is 6, and Emperor is 3. But at the time, they were 5 and 2. And I was going cray-cray. When I say cray-cray, I was screaming on top of my lungs. Sit down! Stop it! Don't hit your brother! Stop it! Yes, this here! What is the matter with you children? Stop it! And this is them. Mommy's yelling. I was like, Jesus Christ. They actually know what the hell they doing. They have common sense to just laugh about it and giggle right to my face. When I tell you, nothing will test a gangster like your own pit near them. Jesus Christ, Miss say. My little children, my little breed, the ones that I breed. Go and say, oh, ha, you see mommy get upset? Oh my gosh, this is funny. Miss said my whole world shattered into smithereens, into little pieces. I was like, no, sir. Okay. Watch how I do Uno. Bedtime, 7:30. Everybody going to bed. So since anyone want to laugh at me, cool. You want to hear that amount of, no, mommy, I want to stay up, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, go to your bed. Leave me alone and go to sleep. What are you? And I know at some point in time I was like, man, I feel so bad just yelling at them and stuff. But when they go to going back to my stuff and start breaking things, oh my God. I forgot what she brought. Oh, she was climbing the in the closet to get the Tokyo treat box that I was doing for mukbang for YouTube. Don't worry, she didn't injure herself. She's like a little spider monkey. Sorry. That sounded so weird. Spider monkey. And it's like she broke the darn thing where you hang up the clothes on just to get the Tokyo treat. And I'm like, you couldn't just pick the snacks on the ground. You have to just go ahead and challenge your little brain to say, you know what? You look good, you smell delicious, but I don't want you. I want that. And I'm going to find a way to get that. And I'm going to use my skills to get that. And you're just like, what is that noise? And all you can see is wrappers everywhere. And I was like, I'm going to beat you. I can't believe you just heat off the sitting. Because I was going to do it with them anyways. That was the whole point of me getting that darn box. No, homegirl decides she wants to just meow off the rest of it. And I'm just like, you know what? I called the daycare. I was like, Uno open yet? Uno open? It's Uno open. So they said they're going to open next year. I was like, make sure you call me, Make sure you call me. The children, I'm going to be the first one inside of that daycare. Unfortunately, they were like the second or third one. But you guys catch the drift. Like, bro, she was damaging my stuff. She even took the remote and she threw it. And I'm just like, this little picnic going to damage and ruin everything. I'm not going to be able to survive this pandemic without having some type of, distraction of what's going on out there. And so when they went to daycare, don't worry, the daycare is clean. They've been cleaning way before the pandemic. That's what I like about them, because they don't need a pandemic to tell them that they gotta clean. The only difference they did was not only the social distancing, but the little temperature thing for the forehead. And it was awesome. I never thought I could get sleep again until I put them in daycare. I don't even know how I survived the freaking daycare. I think when I got the stimulus and sitting, I just put it straight to the daycare, I was like, I need a peace of mind and just do this. Because she erecting and you can't stop ball. And I don't know why you ball. And every time I do your hair, you ball. Every time you want granny, you ball. Every time you want the food and you eat off all the food, and I seen you and you seen yourself eat off the food, you're still a ball. And I'm just like, you know what? I have a wrecker and a ball. And both of them need to go and go back to school. So yeah, it was a tough route. It was definitely challenging. Yes, I did enjoy my children home, but at the same time, I had that mentality of a go-getter. I'm sitting around doing nothing. That means I'm not getting paid. And that means these bills are adding up. So what can I do to go ahead and get, some progress going? Some, is that the right word? Some, I think it's progress. Some progress going, I don't know. I know it begins with P. I just need some income. So I did the DoorDash and I did Instacart. But the thing is, I did the DoorDash with the children because my mom was working as well. And my mom had worked for the government, so, you know, it's mandatory for them to go to work because they're essential workers. So she couldn't watch the children. So what I did was, I got the blanket. At first I was putting a pull-up on her, and I was like, nah, let me not do that because I don't want her to get used to being in a pull-up again. But I really needed the money. And when I say I don't know how I made it, but I made it through that hole because, man, I was banking. And I was quite surprised just because with DoorDash, it was busy as ever during the daytime. Busy, busy, busy. And I'm like, bro, y'all crazy. Y'all is definitely crazy and insane because it was too hot. And I had to keep using my AC. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like, all my money is gonna go straight to the car, the AC. And I didn't really get to enjoy the well, no, you can't enjoy the pandemic. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I didn't really get to enjoy not working just because I'm not at that point in life where I can just stop and relax. I have to actively think of the next move and what I'm going to do because, man, if that stimulus never came in, I mean, I was making money. I was making like $500 a week. $500 the first week because nobody didn't want to go outside and not a lot of DoorDashers wanted to do it. But I was like, I have no choice but to do it. I mean, I had a choice. Either stay broke and have all my stuff canceled or attempt to just go ahead and get this done and then eventually get the unemployment because I was on hold for a while. And when I say hold, I'm not talking about over the phone. So I did what I had to do to get some money. I made $500 that first week. And that first week, it was like about, I think, 4 or 6 days. I can't remember. It was an even number. And after that, I was making $300 a week. So that's pretty much like $1,200 I was pulling in for doing DoorDash. Yeah, that sounds lovely until that thing increase mileage on your car and you're like, oh boy. So yeah, so definitely me and the children, wherever I was, my children was there, and then one of my coworkers willing to watch them while I do the day shift portion, and then I just take them at night because I was working 12 hours, but I would take breaks in between, like an hour or two when it's like really, really slow and there's like too many dashers. I just take a break because I'm not with the competition. I'd rather make money when y'all sleep or y'all about to go to bed or y'all party. That's cool. That's when I make my money because extra income always come after that. But if all of us working at the same time in the same hours, it ain't gonna work. And I'd be damn if I had to do it with the children in daytime because I tried that. And it was so bloody hot. I remember we was in Chipotle. I had to put it on number 4 for the AC. Just so they won't melt in the car. Like, come on. So, yeah. I was like, this is too much. I need this pandemic to be over. I have to get back to doing this, and that. These children are driving me insane. And it's like, bro, I never thought that, like, I could not be a stay-at-home mom. I couldn't. I really couldn't, because these children would have drove me nuts. Like, literally. Like, bro, the only way I could be a stay-at-home mom is if I'm planting my herbs, and that's including ganja and just regular herbs like moringa, my name and stuff. Or I will have to be drinking wine to calm my nerves. Because when I tell you, feeding them and then just doing the Uber, like paying for Uber and all that and DoorDash to come through, they eat their food, they good. Mommy, I'm hungry. You just ate. Literally, you still have crumbs around your mouth and you still have the sauce dripping off your fingers. What do you mean you're hungry? Lick off your finger, no, lick off your mouth. They're like, no, we want your food. You know how many times I have to hide in the closet? I had to stand up in the corner of my room where they were sleeping and just eat. Man, craving picnic. I'm craving, you know. God. So I was like, this pandemic needs to hurry up. Because this don't make no sense. Ooh. And homegirl, forget YouTube. Homegirl kept picking up my phone, taking pictures and videos of what? Of herself. And then she got scared because she almost dropped the phone. And she's looking right into it. And I'm like, bruh. You think I was not going to find out that you use my phone? You literally put yourself out there, my girl. Like, you sell your own self out. Like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, this child. If it's not breaking, it's breaking into my things. Literally, and just taking pictures. And then, I know Emperor is like, don't do that. You're going to go to timeout. Because I caught him saying that one time. Well, not one time anymore. Plenty of times. And I'm just like, wow. So, yeah, it's like crazy, bro. I was like, what the hell? Parenting in a pandemic is challenging. Oh, don't let me get started on the diapers. What in blazes is wrong with y'all? I was locked up on diapers. I really didn't care. I stocked up on diapers, wipes, toilet paper, and paper towels. So I already had like 2 months worth. Is it 2 months? Probably 3 months worth of diapers. Because remember, I do wholesale. And I'm just like, bro. Y'all is tripping. Y'all better get back to them old times and do the cloth and the safety pin. You might as well do that route. But I ain't gonna do it. Y'all could do it. It was crazy. That pandemic right there. Please don't have a next one because children them drive me nuts, you know. Wake me up at 6 a.m. to bomber clots in the morning. Want eat after food, then tell me say they hungry. Then they tell me, they start fighting and quarreling, and I'm like, what are you arguing about? You guys even know what you're arguing about? Don't let me get started on nap time. Forget a nap. Forget a nap. These children did not want to go to sleep. I was like, what is wrong with y'all? You've been up from 6 a.m. It is 8 p.m. You bathe, you eat. Come on, what's going on? So I was thinking, like, let me pretend to fall asleep. Me bumbo clot. You know, I actually fell asleep. I woke up in the middle of the night, startled. And I was like, what time is it? Because it was bright outside. What I thought was a dream actually probably happened. I know Emperor was patting my back. And Empress probably was touching something because she always does. So I was like, bro, never. Ooh, excuse me. Never again. That was, I pretend to fall asleep and I actually fell asleep. What kind of blazing, what? Man, that is some crazy stuff right there, bro. Like, that's insane. But, yeah, I'm so glad that we're almost out of this phase. Because we need to hurry up. And stop putting these holidays, like, not pertaining to the children. This Jewish holiday, only the Jewish should be off, to be honest. I go ahead and, like, well, I don't know. Because I'm trying to figure out what we were talking about. I am so sorry. Yeah, so I don't know. But, yeah. It was definitely challenging. Would I want to go through it again? Hell fucking no. The most sleep I ever got was when I was in daycare. But, yeah. I was so happy. Because I was like, I can be able to work and go to sleep. And it was the best thing ever. And on occasions, my mom was able to watch them. But I was able to get things done. Had I known about my little gift of crystals and stones, I would have just did that too. So yeah, I was like, well, let me go back to doing DoorDash and Instacart. Thank goodness for my nanny, because boy, she definitely came through when I had to work and stuff. She was definitely protecting the children and everything, but you know, when I needed them to be watched, when I had like a busy night, because it's really challenging to do it with children in the sense where you're the whole protecting them for their immune system wasn't hard, because that's what I do for part of my business anyways. But it was more so of them being tired of sitting in the same position for a while. I did bring toys and food, but you know, that's still not good enough, because I feel like I was taking their childhood away from them. But mommy needed to work. I had to work. Like, I had a choice whether I want to wait for them to send me the money and possibly get my shit turned off, because Verizon was trying it. Them little heifers was trying it. But anyways, it's like I'm just trying to have, like, I think the only cause that I happened to survive through was Hurricane Andrew. So, you know, it's hard. During the pandemic, during natural disasters, it is hard. It is very challenging to do a pandemic or natural disasters. Like, come on. It's kind of, you know, a two-sided thing, because you guys, certain situation, you know, it's bad, but on the other side, even though you're not doing it with them, you're still like, oh yeah, it couldn't be me, I'm glad you're doing it, or just that. But yeah, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to make the best of it. I'm gonna keep working hella freaking hard so I can get the hell up out of this situation, so I can have a house after the pandemic. Nope. There was this one moment I was so tired from doing DoorDash. It was a 12 hours, and I think I made either $200 or $300. I can't remember. The next day, after I dropped them off, as I'm gonna take a nap, that nap became a sleep, and that was the most glorious luxury feeling of all time. It was the best thing in the world. I was like, yes, I needed this. I needed this. But yeah, parents in a pandemic ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Oh, another thing that annoyed me was the mask. I want this mask. I want that mask. I want this mask. And I'm just like, if you don't stop arguing about these stinking darn masks. Like, what is wrong with y'all? And now, mask is like a freaking fad now because of what we're going through. So we have to have stylish masks. I'm like, great. And guess who got drawn into this stylish business? I did. So yeah, y'all. I pretend to sleep and I end up falling asleep. Boy, when you try to pretend with your children and then it just actually happened for true for you, that's how you know you're getting old. So yeah. Let me know if you guys happen to been through something similar. Something worse, or how old were your children? Man, 5 and 2 was they was really pushing it. They was pushing it for me. And they were acting out because they couldn't go to school. But when they went to school, I picked them up, get them some food, let them run around, play around, and then they knock out sleeping. Best feeling in the world. Go out and eat something. Yo, I opened a bag of sitting chips or something. My girl go pick up her head. You know what I did? I dropped my body down until I was in the bed eating. I dropped my whole body down. I acted as if I was sleeping. And of course, me put the food underneath the blanket. You're crazy. And I just dropped down. Fast. Asleep. I see her. She went right back to bed. And then she did it a second time. That second time, me could not wake up your blowhole. I did not wake up to the next day. And almost dropped them off late. And then when you try to put them to sleep and they won't go to sleep, and then you miss the daycare and you're just like, great. Now I'm stuck with you. And you're supposed to go to work. And I'm supposed to have my little free time. All of that. But yeah, I know y'all been going through some troubling times. The ones that actually feel me on what I'm saying. Thank goodness Marty didn't pick up no darn crayon this time and color the walls, because she would have drove me insane with that crap. But yeah, I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'm feeling really good right now. Got to finish up the session. Go eat some mac and cheese. Yes, it's 4 a.m. It's still 4 a.m. It looked like it was 4 a.m. 10 minutes ago. It just finally turned 4:01 a.m. So yeah. Parenting the pandemic. Boy, I tell you. Good luck to them. But yes, I'm going to talk to you all later. Stay blessed and respect. Yeah.